Alright, we got the wide track back in the shop. I'm going to try and upgrade the brakes. It's got cable brakes, and well, you had to squeeze them really hard when they worked right, and then they're constantly needing adjusted and just a pain in the butt. So I'll have to look up the exact year, but I think it was the 80 something, early 80s, late 70s, like 340 or something. I got this caliper off of because it looks like it might work. I don't know, I just went around on eBay until ones looked like they had similar mount pattern. And then I've got a couple of different master cylinders off of Arctic Cats. This is off of a M sled 07 to 2010-ish. This is off of like an old 90s powder special, or I think this one's off of like a ZR800. And then this is also the hose off of that one. And then this one's got a full flex hose on it and a banjo bolt here. So we'll see what I decide to use out of that, because I got to get it mounted in here with this bracket stuff going on here. So I'll have to see how I can get it in there. Maybe I can cut the edge of this off or something. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Right now the main thing is, can we get that caliper in there? And you can see the 4 bolts I was talking about. Well, I'm hoping it'll work because it looks like it mounts the same way. So we're just going to go about getting that out. Oop, down there. There we go. Got to shine the camera at the right spot. See about getting that out. And then hopefully that will go in. And then I'll worry about the rest of it. Alright, we got the old cable one out. And I got to see if I can get this one to fit in. I was hoping to just slide it in from the back and see, but I can't get it to go that way, can't get it to go the other way, so I'm gonna have to take it all, take all the spacers and take it apart and try one chunk at a time and see if we can get it in there. I'll set these down here on my dirty floor. Gotta get in here and scrape it out. All that hydraulic fluid and kitty litter really kind of packed down, made a mess. First thing I'm actually going to do is just check and make sure that it even fits through this hole, because it looks like it's going to be tight if it does. And that's going to be a no. Does this other half fit? Well, I guess it has to, because it just sits. Nope, it doesn't fit either. This is going to be a bust, because I can't grind out that. This is a whole support, and that's not going to work. So for now, I'm just going to throw all this over here to the side. Well, since that one's not working, we're going to call it quits on that for now. I'm going to dig around on the, I don't know, internet more and see what I can come up with. Doing web forum searches, I couldn't find anything, so I just went through eBay until I found a hydraulic caliper that had that kind of mount. Hoping it would work, thinking it probably would, but I guess maybe these high-low reverse chain cases are different enough that it won't. But I don't know, I'll keep digging around, see what I can find. If I can't find anything, we'll just go back to the cable. Alright, I got a brake caliper off of a 90-something Polaris 4-wheeler front caliper, and it fits through the hole, fit over the rotor. It came with this fun little bracket, but I've got markings on here. That's where it's got to be trimmed to fit inside of here. I'm going to cut that out. and then peg it onto here, and take the old mount at both of those 4 bolt holes, and I've got to cut these 2 sides off. And then I'm going to try and get this up in there, slide this over the caliper, get it set where it needs to be, weld those to here, and then maybe put some gussets or something in it. We'll see how it looks when I get there and what kind of room we have around the caliper, because this is supposed to be this way is how it was on the 4-wheeler, but I'm gonna flip it that way to hang it and use it on that bracket. It's just, yeah, currently too big, which is actually why I picked up this one, because it came with this bracket and I knew I could flip this if need be, and then it also would give me something to weld to the other bracket. So I'm gonna cut this and cut that other bracket, and then we'll come back over and have fun with trying to hold 10 pieces with 2 hands. Okay, gonna bolt this plate in there, got the edges cut off, and then see how it'll line up. Let's see how this will slide in there. So right about there. I just got to figure out how to get it welded in that position. Yeah, gotta find my paint pen and mark it. Ah! I'll pull that back out. Alright, let me see if I can get this set up. Okay, I got it welded on, got the pads all loaded in. It's a little rough, but I mean, I kept it as square as I could with only 2 hands. But it ought to work. Now, just got to make sure I can get it mounted in there. Like I said, I already got the pads loaded, so now I should be able to just... Oh wait, gotta pull it back that way. So now I should be able to just slide this through there, slide the rotor up into it, and then put the bolts in. There, got that in. Forgot what I did with all the bolts. I don't remember if I got a left or right brake caliper. I'll have to look it up in a minute, but whichever one I got, it worked out good because the bleeder's on the top. So now I just got to figure out let's so now I think what I'm going to do is use this caliper, because it's got a compression fitting in here with a thread. And then I'll use this hose off of this caliper because it's got a banjo bolt, and that caliper has a banjo bolt. But I guess first I need to, looks looks like it'll be long enough. So I'll get this busted off of here and loosely routed through there. And then see about getting the lever mounted. Got to put the Allen in the back of the caliper. There. You take the Allen out when you put the pads on. It allows you to slide the caliper far enough to get the pads over the post there. Sucker's long-winded. It's got the hose routed going through here, up, up through here, and around. It looks like it'll have plenty of room to turn and everything. So I just need to work on getting that handle off and get the other one on. And we'll just have to bleed it out. Get these zip ties out of here. There we go. Get the cable back out of here. Alright, now I think if I take a saw blade and just work this around here, I should be able to get that in there, maybe. Might have to turn the back of this off or just move the light switch. It's not the prettiest. Alright, well I gotta round up some brake fluid. See about getting her bled. And then, I guess, test it out on the dirt in 5 feet. Alright, that was super easy to bleed. Let's see how strong it actually is, but currently rattles, stops. So I'll get this buttoned up, get stuff cleaned off of it, and then I'll do a little forward backwards test just right here in the shop. We'll see if the lights still work and how the brake works. Apparently I left the gas on. So the gas is... There we go. Works good. Best brakes it's ever had. Well, it's hard to tell because it doesn't really slide on the concrete, but I hit it, it definitely stopped versus coast to a stop without hitting the brake, so we'll have to see when we get some snow and actually start hauling some weight how well it actually works, but currently, I'd say it works good. Now I just gotta zip tie up all the wires and stuff on the handlebars and it'll be good to go. Alright, thanks for watching. Please take a minute and go to the merch store. We've got metalworking t-shirts. We've already got the grinding holes in the belly for you. And all the weld splatter holes in them. That way it looks like you work even if you don't. Better than that, we got our metalworking thermals. Same thing. Grinder burn in the belly. Already there for you, all the welding splatter holes. And this stuff is polyester, so it's even better. Because not only do you get the slag burn in your arm, but it melts the polyester, so you get the polyester and the slag burning to your arm and then just sticking to you. And then we've got your work pants. Got the hole in the bottom from getting caught on stuff and sitting on your butt doing whatever you gotta do, working on wheel bearings or whatever. Nice worn pockets. It's got a chainsaw scar here, and then all the normal welding and grinding and cutting and whatever holes all worn in it. It's even got some fiberglass resin on it. So you go to the merch store, get some of those. I'm just kidding. I don't have a merch store. It just seems like every YouTube channel you got, they're trying to sell you shirts and stuff. So I just thought it'd be funny to do that.